Welcome. Today we have a guitarist that came across our channel, and he's an experienced guitarist. He's gonna tell us a little bit about himself, and he has improved massively in a very short period of time. And we're gonna see a video before and after. He's gonna tell us a little bit more about that, and then we're gonna practice together. And we're gonna see how it goes. If you are live in the chat, feel free to ask any questions. I'm gonna ask Ernan to introduce himself, and then we're gonna watch his video from 12 years ago. So you can see he's an experienced guitarist, and then we're gonna see a video recently, like 2 months ago, and he's gonna tell us about this, progress that he has experienced. So welcome, Hernan. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Ere. Thanks for having me in your channel. It's a pleasure for me. And yes, what I have to tell you and all the people that are watching this live stream is that I have been following you for 6 months, I think. I have been watching your videos and really thinking about your ideas and practicing the exercises that you propose. And honestly, uh, it has been like night and day in terms of my technique because before all these ideas and all these exercises that I have been trying, I was practicing with this idea in mind that um, in order to play faster, you have to gradually increase the speed, and you have to be very careful about the sound quality and all of that. All of that that is very typical in, I think, in musical pedagogic in general. But after watching your videos, when you said things like you have to play faster and then you have to calibrate, you have later, and then I started to try that idea. I think that in 2 or 3 days, I was just trying those ideas, like trying to play fast, trying to move my fingers faster. And then I noticed really a change, not only in my body but also in my mind. That I was feeling that in order to play fast, it's like a mental state where you feel like the energy rushing through your body and through your mind that is different from playing slow. And I was really excited about this change in me because I am a very I really admire like Paco de Lucia's playing and all the greatest uh, flamenco players. But for me, these people were like I don't
Out
know,
of
like
this world.
out of this world and really gifted people.
And they are.
Yeah, they are really gifted, but it was a mystery for me that why is it that some of these players, they didn't went to the conservatory, they didn't went to the school, and they played really well. They played really with great technique. They played really fast, and also we can see that phenomenon in electric guitar players, that most of them, they didn't went to the school, and they have really great skills. And for me, that was a mystery. And also I had the idea that in order to play fast, you have also to play uh, music or repertory that challenge you to play fast. But mostly in classical guitar repertoire, the scales are not really fast, like in flamenco music. So I was okay. I was doing my scales and all that in my playing uh, with good level, but I wasn't like feeling that I was achieving my full potential. So after trying your ideas, really committing to the idea that okay, I'm gonna try to play fast. I'm gonna focus on my scales, really practicing scales, because it was for me it was the first time just practicing scales. I just did scales like 10 minutes at the end of my routine, and for me that was all. But I was watching your live streaming, you just playing scales for 2 hours, and I was like, wow, that's something that I need. I have to try. So I was starting doing that, just practicing scales for 1 hour, 2 hours, and after those 2 hours, I was playing really better than ever, and I was playing the scales of my pieces much better, and it is really exciting for me to really uh, be living this process of learning of still learning and still improving, because some of the most frustrating things I think is to feel like a ceiling where you cannot go beyond that. So it has been like for me like breaking that ceiling, and all the things that you share is like gaining a new perspective, and it has been a really great experience for me. So
and
I
it
have been
was and it was very excited for me to hear you. Let's do that, and then we're gonna keep talking about. We'll have time to talk
sure.
more about it in practice. Now let's check
Yeah.
this out. This is a video from 12 years ago, so you can see he's a very experienced player. Okay, we're talking about someone who already graduated. Do you have a master's degree? You told me. Uh,
Yes.
by by the way, I'm not from school either. Okay, I studied independently. I am mostly self-taught, but I did have the chance to receive master classes from many of the great players, and I do have someone who checks on me once in a while. Rene Izquierdo, who's one of the best classical guitarists in the world, and yeah, I have meet Marco Tamayo, Cuban guitarist. That's just a
Yeah.
beast. So
Yeah.
I've been blessed, and I've been privileged to have the opportunity to ask questions. I've been in master classes from Ricardo Allen, for example, which
Yes.
in my opinion is like just god tier. The best master class you can ever aspire for. It's just unbelievable. So I have the chance to ask questions, but mostly what I've been doing is to check the things that I believe are true by after watching the videos, and it's ask them basically, hey, is this what you're doing? And they're like, yes. Okay, in here you do this and this and that. Can you explain that? That kind of thing. But for the most part, I've been trying to teach myself, and honestly, as I have shared on the videos, I believe we are all self-taught because yeah, I can tell you something, I can share an idea, but ultimately it is you're trying it and you feeling what works and what doesn't. So you're really teaching yourself at the end. But of course, it's wise to listen and get ideas. And uh, yeah, let's just make that clear. Uh, so he has a much higher level of education than me. Okay, and he's a very experienced guitarist. We're gonna see he's playing this, which is a very advanced piece, and this was 12 years ago. Okay, now let's check out. This is just a section, and I'm not gonna be talking. We're not gonna be discussing like artistically how this was. I think this was great. We're gonna be talking about the speed of the scales and how they sound, and we're gonna see that difference before and after. So let's check this out. I'm gonna max it out, and we're just gonna watch a section of it. So as as you can see, that was a very clean scale. Very good. Now, the purpose of that piece was not to play that scale as fast as possible, but well, this is the example that we have from many years ago, and now we're gonna see him practicing some scales recently. So let's check this out. I was really, really, excited, happy when I saw this. I'm like, man, this is. If I were to advertise lessons right now, I mean, this is the best. This is the best way to show people that the ideas and things that I've been sharing, they work. I mean, this was amazing. I was really, really impressed with this. You're playing like me, okay? You're playing like I don't see any difference. It's basically you're probably 2 months behind me on my practice. That's it. Like I don't see what I am doing right now. I don't think you cannot do it. Like my hands don't move faster than yours. It's just a matter of being in this approach and following this idea where we find our own way. So ultimately, you're gonna find your strength. I'm gonna find mine, but the idea is the same. And yeah, let's check this out. That's just like me. Now, let me show you a video of me 9 months ago. I was not able to play like that 9 months ago. So if I see your video 9 months ago, I would be going to your channel to learn from you and ask you, hey, how are you doing that? Because I cannot do it. So if I show you a video here, let's see, this was the video But see, here's the difference. Here's what I knew here. When I made this video 9 months ago, I knew that with this approach, I was going to improve. That I knew that for sure. And the reason why I knew that is because I tried that with the electric guitar technique. I learned how to play with the pick. And I applied this idea. So 9 months ago, I made this first video and I said 200 BPM is the starting point and the target at the same time. I was not able to get even close to 200 BPM. I wouldn't be able to do what you did on that video. Not even close. And we can check out maybe a part of it. Let's see if I can find if this is where the scales are. Do 1, 3, 4. Okay? So I'm doing this. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4. See if I try to go for it. Okay, let's see. The next one. I'm explaining it slow. Let me move it. That continue. Then we just move everything 2 frets. The reason why I practice trying to play fast and you're like, it's not working. You get stuck. Okay, go to the next one. So you don't create this my work. The speed. If you get stuck, just try 7 up in 1 minute because I ran out all the fingers and I can do one. Well, in this video, I didn't even play a full scale. You know why? Because I couldn't. See, what you did on that video, I couldn't do that. I didn't. So what I showed on this video was basically, look, day 1, I'm going to try to move my fingers at 200 BPM. I cannot play a scale like this, but I'm going to go for it. And then I'm going to practice trying to simulate that movement, trying to get close to it. Because see, the problem when you practice a slow, and that's what you were sharing before, is that you don't have a way to know if the technique that you are using works fast. You have 0 chance of finding the fastest, most powerful motions for you. The only way to even get close to it is by going for it. Now, the problem is when you go for it, it's not gonna work. So I'm telling you to practice something that you cannot even do. But the key here is that it's not gonna work, but you're already feeling it. You're getting a taste of it. So now you can now practice the slow and trying to do a simulation of the real technique. And then you have to repeat, of course, a bunch of times. And then you can gradually increase the speed. But once in a while, you have to go and check that what you are doing is actually close to the real thing. You can, if you fool yourself in practicing at 100, 120 BPM, and because everything is sounding perfect, you think that that's going to work, you hit a wall very fast. And the wall, in my experience, is that 120, 130, 140, that's the wall. To hit 150 is gonna be at the very end of the day, you're gonna do one scale at 150, it's not gonna work reliably at all. So you're explaining, Ernan, that the problem is the classical guitar repertoire doesn't have a lot of pieces with a lot of long scales, and that is a big problem because you don't have enough time to get to practice the scales unless you play for 1 or 2 hours, and why would you do that if the pieces are like and that's it, that's a whole scale on the piece.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I mean, I am so happy to see this, man. I was really impressed and happy to see that that you make that big jump. I think you're killing it. So now we're gonna practice a little bit. As you can see on the video, the descending scales, he's just ripping off those descending scales easily. You can see the consistency. He did flawless descending scales again and again and again, well over 160, 170, no problem. Now the ascending scales are harder, okay, and they are harder for me too. Now I've been trying to find different ways of overcoming that, and now here's the key. The way I find motions that work is again by going for it and try to identify what feels good and what doesn't. And see, the challenge is when you go for it, you get tired. And then when you get tired, then your fingers don't move fast anymore because you are tired already. So definitely you have to study a lot to develop some stamina so you can go for it longer. Because unless you can go for 1 hour or two, you don't have enough time to expose yourself to that zone where
Yeah.
the virtuosity happens. So I mean, we have to practice a lot. But for someone like you who have been practicing for a long time, these kind of ideas really click very very fast, and well, you can see the results here. So we already have someone in the on the chat. Zoning, yeah. Let me know if you have any, yeah, any comments you have if you're watching this live. Now let's practice a little bit. Let's use this time to
Yeah.
see if we can improve together here these ascending scales. Now I know, most people. I realize most people who want to improve their scales or the technique in general. Even when you go to a master class, the idea that we have is, I want to improve, but don't change anything that I'm doing, right? And that's a problem, obviously, because when you go to a master class, they're gonna change all your fingerings. They're gonna tell you to just play the guitar completely different, and that's not what we want to do. So people want to be able to play like Paco and do alternate index and middle finger, but the thing is that's a very hard thing to do fast, and I think it's a good thing to try three finger scales like you were trying on that video, just to get the feeling, to see that it is possible to hear it, and then your two finger scales are gonna improve too. Also because you're moving your left hand at that speed. So we're gonna do a bunch of exercises. So here's one thing that I was thinking when I saw your video. Let me share some ideas to try with you. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's have those two fingers, index and middle finger, together, and let's play one note with both fingers like this. I have not shared this yet. Let's do this.
You want me to have the microphone open or
Play. Like, let it open,
okay.
let it open. Just let it sound.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the key here is to find the sweet spot with both nails to be the same depth, right? So you have
Yeah.
to find the sweet spot where they don't get stuck, right? You can do both,
Yeah.
and it doesn't get stuck.
Oh.
So try that. Let me do one.
Yeah. It's getting a little bit stuck.
Yeah, it's normal. Let me fix something. Okay. That's normal. Just try to find and they go together, so you can touch them. You can touch them both like this one, like this. So now let's go for it. Like, just do this, and let your hand move. Like, so don't do it with finger only. Let your wrist move. So you can do this to the inside, or you can do this. Whatever happens, let it happen. Just try to move fast. Now keep your thumb on the six, so you don't jump the hand. So you can move, but the thumb is gonna stay anchored like this. Now let me make my camera bigger here. Now you're jumping the thumb. Try to keep the thumb stuck, and so the movement you do, you wanna maybe do. So see, if the thumb is locked, you wanna do this or this, but the thumb would not move. It will be pivot basically. The thumb will pivot. See, like this. See, my thumb is not moving. Now to have a little bit more stability, touch touch the guitar with the thumb, because the string is gonna jump a little bit. Yeah, touch it a little bit, and let the wrist be a little bit higher. to have a little bit more space. Yeah, go for it. So now let's try. Now let's try to separate the fingers, but keep them tense. So this tension that you feel on both fingers, this tension that you feel when they are together and you're doing this, especially fast, they feel tense, right? The
Yes.
fingers feel tense, right? So now try to keep that tension on the fingers, but then separate them and do this. So let's do this. So let's do. See, but the difference is when you're alternating, you are no longer doing this jumpiness. Do it.
Okay.
So try to with the impulse, try to do both notes. Go for it. Exactly. And don't worry about being able to evenly space the fingers, because you're gonna do that eventually. So it doesn't matter if they go together. If they go together like this, it's fine. You're gonna separate them more. It's not a problem. So it's like you can do this. It's fine. Now do it starting with the index. So the index makes it more likely that you're doing this. So when you do middle, it's more likely that you're doing this, which works too, and I practice both. This.
Okay.
But with the index, it's more likely that you do this rotation of the wrist. So when you do index, it's like you're going from the outside to the inside. You do this. But let it rest. So basically, let them both rest, and then you try again. It's like this. So you don't have to make sure you get the index. So you do this. You keep them here. So keep it rested. So do a one and keep both on the string. Do it one time. And, yes. And then try again. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Now, when you do that, try to use the same motion you use for this.
Yeah.
Now go like this. Do this with the thumb resting. Relax the hand a little bit, and then do this. See, from relax to straight. From curve and relax to straight. See, basically, let this drop and then do this. So the direction of the movement is like that. And you're gonna see where we're going when we do this. Just do it a little bit to get that motion. So see, in that direction, yes. Now keep them both resting. And rest them strongly
Okay.
like that. It's okay if it lifts, but just make sure to smash it. Now, but keep it fast. So do this. Tan 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 tan. Ram 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 ram. Yes. Now, when you do tan 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 tan, do it also this direction. Tan 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 tan. but don't slow it down. So do like ram, 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 ram. So think about this. This really is not fast because we are taking time in between. So when you do this, it's just each finger is just playing one time. So this is not fast. Go for it. It's not fast, but it is tense. Yes, exactly. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. Now, here's the trick. Here's the trick. If you do this and you pass the hand, this would happen, right? So you would be like doing in the direction of the strumming with the thumb going up, right? You would be doing this. But now what happens if you have the string to rest and this force that you do going up, what's gonna happen is the hand, instead of going up, the wrist is gonna go down. And that's gonna help you change the string when you're ascending. So it's this. Is this. See this? So really this feels like this. Resting. Yes, exactly. Now you see when you do that force going in this direction, you see how the wrist goes down.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Now to your starting point, you want it to be more here, so you can do the motion, because the thing is you are here already, so you don't have range of motion. So if you are more here, then you can do that more. So then you have to release. So you do this, you release a little bit, so you have a space. So you have space for that. Go ahead, go for it, go. Try it. But start with your hand. Start with your hand more here. See, because you have the hand already here on the position, so you need to start out of position a little bit. So this. So when you do this, you go into position. I'm doing it so you can see it on real time. You are doing it, but the thing is your hand is already in position. So you want to get it out of position this way a little bit. So you have the motion to do this.
Oh, okay.
See, because if you are already here, then you don't have anywhere to go. So if you let it.
Oh, okay.
Let it. Exactly. Exactly. Perfect. Exactly. Exactly. Perfect. Now, when you go up, let's do economic wrestling. So do this.
Yeah.
Perfect. See, that's a piece of cake. So now let's do this as an exercise. So when you go up, you're gonna do this. Go ahead. Try. I'm doing it so you see the motion. Exactly. Perfect. Keep doing it. Yes. See, don't even think that much about moving the fingers. Think about playing with the wrist when you are ascending. So rather than
Okay.
moving the fingers, think about you're just doing this with the wrist. Really. It's like doing. See, if I do it in a lazy way, it's like doing this.
Yeah.
That's what it is. See, see? Because if you think about it, this motion is actually it's like 100 BPM if I do this. See, like this. So if you double it, that's 200 BPM. So we can actually play very fast by doing this. Of course, I cannot do this at 200 BPM, but that's that's the idea. Yeah, go for it, go for it. Yeah, that. Exactly. Keep doing it, keep doing it. That looks good. That looks good. Now, no, be more aggressive. Be more like. You can take all the time you want in between, but be aggressive with this too. Now you're moving finger only. Do more wrist, more wrist. No, you were doing it. You don't have to exaggerate that much. You were doing it before.
Okay.
Now let's do this. Now let's do this. So let's do this. So economy restros when you go like this. Try. Exactly. Now don't move that much anymore, so you don't have to exaggerate anymore. Now let's do this. So think about this. This is instead of you moving the middle finger, move the wrist, and then do this. Don't move the middle finger that much. When you play this note, think about rather than playing it with a finger, you're playing it with a wrist. And then when you do this, you don't move the finger either. You're doing economy rest stroke when you are going this way, so the index stays there, and then you go like this. So it's this. Yes.
Like that?
Yes. Now you don't have to exaggerate it anymore. You can do it subtle. What I want you to focus on is like focus on the pressure on the string. So this drop of the wrist, focus on that, but you don't have to exaggerate it anymore. So do with this middle finger, drop the wrist down. Yes. Let it go. Exactly. That's it. Now, when you are doing it, try to not rely on the finger, because you can do it with the finger.
Yeah.
So this is not gonna allow you to play that much faster. What's gonna give you is the reliability of that string chain. See this? This to find the string. Now we can do it like this. Let's do it like, let's do a little bit of this. No, but don't do it don't rely on the finger, so do it like this. So think about the fingers, when you are ascending, the fingers don't move that much. It's like this. It's the wrist. Exactly, exactly. So think about it this way. To do this, the string change, if you rest the finger and you so when you do this here, we need to move to the next string, right? So we have some options. We can either move the hand, or we can rest the finger and with this, you know, do the change with a bigger finger motion. But or we can do this. See, we are here already. So it's like a way to reach to the next string with this wrist motion. So really, when you do it, you realize you don't have to move the finger that much, and it reaches the next string. See?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, keep going. No, but you are moving the finger only, so try to do this. Now try it. Instead of trying it like this, like tense, try it now this. Try the flow like this. Try this like. Go ahead, do it. See, don't play this the notes that strong. Just like if it didn't matter at all, like this. Very low volume, very little effort, like this. Yes. But you're not moving the wrist. So basically, when you go ascending, think about don't move the fingers at all. They will move, but think about like if you were not gonna move them. So do like this only. It's like this. Do it subtle now. Do it more subtle now. Keep your thumb resting and now do like this. See, literally don't move the fingers. Move wrist only. Do this. When you're ascending, don't move the fingers. Exactly. You need more of this. More of this. Yes, yes. Exactly. That's the motion. Don't you feel it right now? Like you're doing it. Do it. Go ahead. That's the motion. Go ahead.
Okay.
But don't even move the finger. It's like this. Now try to do it more fluidly, like da 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 da. Don't worry about the evenness of these two notes, but try to do it more fluidly like this. No, but don't move laterally. See, don't move laterally. You can move like this. It's like this rotation. It's the same as doing this. It's the same as doing thumb up like for strumming. Like this. Have you ever strummed? Like do you do the flamenco stuff? Can you do like you do that? Exactly. It's the same motion like this. Like thumb up like this. So let's answer this question here. So isn't it easier to start with the middle finger for ascending? Yes, exactly. That's why we're practicing this one. Because you see, when you're doing the scales, 3 notes per string with 2 fingers, at some point you have to change that index, right? So that's where the problem comes from. So you can start like this. You don't even have to move your hand, right? You start with the middle finger. But now from here, how do you get to this string? So you can start like this. Then you and it's this looseness of the wrist when it's not blocked. You see how the hand is moving a little bit, see? What is that motion? It's very subtle, but that's what's happening. I'm doing this, I'm doing that motion. You do one. So that's one reason, because you would have to do it if you're playing 3 notes per string. And if you're playing 2 notes per string, actually, what I would recommend is this fingering, middle, index, and then index, middle, just to keep the tone like, what I call tone corrected. So if you play here with the index, you move here, you want to play with the middle, because if you do the opposite, then this note sounds too sweet. So if you're ascending like this, you actually want to play index middle or index ring finger. So you want to practice also this with a index and ring finger too. So that's the idea. So the thing is, Ernan, you are already doing it. Like I can see it. This is something you have to, of course, keep trying it and see how it goes. But you're gonna realize that after you practice this, you're loosening your wrist. So when you're trying these ascending scales, you're gonna feel like you're gonna start doing it, and it's gonna be like automatic. See this? See, I start a scale like this. I am doing it. When I record myself in slow motion, I'm doing that. It's like, and this idea of hardening that middle finger, doing this, because it's what I saw when you're trying the ascending scales, is that the middle finger was not hard enough. Because I see like you didn't have like enough space to smash it with the middle finger. That was the thing. So I recommend you practice a lot of these pentatonic scales. Let's do a little bit of it actually. Have you tried doing the whole thing? Economy restaurant would be easier for you to do this. Do this one. That's easy. Now try this. But it doesn't feel as reliable as this.
Yes.
So try this. Rather than moving the finger only, try this. It's like this jump. This jump. No, don't exaggerate it anymore. It's like. Try it. Go ahead, go for it. Do this when you do the index. When you do the index, don't play with the finger. So think about it this way. The index, don't move it, move the wrist. So you do wrist and middle finger. Wrist, middle finger. That's the motion. Exactly. So every time you do index, you don't have to do it that long, that big. Every time you do index, so think about the finger is here and you do this, and then you move middle. So it really is wrist, middle, wrist, middle, wrist, middle, wrist, middle. Let's do this. Let's do this. I know. Let's do this. Like index only. Don't even move the finger. Just do this. Don't move the finger at all. It's just wrist 100%. That's the motion. That's the motion. Now go for it. Go for it. And then middle finger. Yes, you can move the finger. Middle finger. You can just do this. But so you do wrist, middle finger, wrist, middle finger, wrist, middle finger. The thing is that might not. So I have to. Oh, I forgot to connect my phone, so the battery died. Let me connect it to power, bro. I'm still here. So go for it. Go ahead. Try that. I'm gonna charge my phone, and it's gonna be back in 5 minutes. Exactly. Yeah. Go. So now try that with both fingers together, like we started at the beginning. Like just do this. Yeah, it is a circular motion, exactly. It's like doing this. It's like doing thumb up like this. And the thing is, it's not that we're gonna play like that. The finger is gonna move ultimately, but you're gonna get some of this strength basically. And in my experience, the only time I have feel like this is somewhat reliable, this ascending, this 2 notes per string scales, is when I did this. Because what I was doing before, I was not moving, I was relying on this middle finger to take me to the next string. And that just doesn't feel as real. It feels like a much bigger motion than when I do this. See, because when I do this, the fingers are not even moving with this economy restaurant, right? It's like nothing. So to get that same short motion, I have to do this. See? So I think that also helps you to not break the regularity. To not break the regularity of the scale. Because you're doing this on one string and then suddenly you're gonna jump to another one and you're doing a bigger motion, see? And especially for these 2 notes per string scales. This was feeling like my fingers was not even moving that much because here I'm doing wrist and then economy rest stroke on the index. So wrist, playing with the wrist, not playing with the index. So index doing this and wrist doing this. So basically, the only notes that I'm playing is this one here, index and middle, but that's it. See, basically these 2 notes on the second string, I'm not even moving my fingers. I'm moving this, so I'm moving this, and then the wrist. So it's like 1, 2, this, wrist. 1, 2, this, wrist. So that trivializes that. So that's, you just have to keep doing that on all the strings, basically. So that's the idea. Try. You're doing it already. You just have to get to feel it. At speed like this. Now let me do this. Let me zoom in to my guitar to get rid of the watermark. I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna zoom into my finger here. Let's do it. This is not the most entertaining live stream ever, but this is the key that I have found for the ascending scales. And you got the ascending scales already. Perfect. So this is all you need really right now. Go ahead, go for it. Think about playing with the wrist rather than playing with the fingers. So it's like your fingers don't even move, just do this. They just follow through, let's say. They follow through, but they don't really move that much. So now you're moving laterally. You don't want to move laterally, you want to move circular like this. Like Joplin is saying, it's actually a circular. Now, don't exaggerate it anymore. You've done it before. So just now, try to now get it to smooth. Now, try to practice it so it is a smooth now, like this, like circular, like this. It's basically feeling that the accuracy of landing on the next string is not in your fingers, it's on the wrist. So what is changing the string is not your finger reaching or the middle finger. It's not either the index reaching or the middle finger bumping it to the next string. It's the wrist. Now you do rest that middle finger, but it's the wrist. It's like you're sniping the string with the wrist. And then these two go together like this. Bram, bram, bram. Go ahead, go for it. Yes, exactly. Now you're doing it. Do less of sideways, and more of this, less sideways. So sideways will be like this. Do more of this. So if the thumb moves up, it's fine. Like it's okay if the thumb moves up. See, it's like doing this. Don't move the finger that much. It's like this. See, really here let me show you. Like really here, the finger doesn't move that much. It's just following through. See, it's this motion. It's like half the fingers lazy. See, half the fingers like they don't move actually. So you're only playing with the wrist. Now, when you're actually playing, you don't have to exaggerate that much, but to get the feeling that I'm trying to describe, don't even move the finger that much. Exactly. Now let's try do some scales like some of the ascending scales. Just try to do some ascending scales. Now let's try to play the ascending scale. Think about don't moving the fingers. You will move them, but think about the wrist only. So think about this. So start with that index like this, or with the middle finger. Keep going. You don't have to think about it too much, so you don't have to micromanage it. Just let your hand be freely. Do this. Now, but you're doing finger only. Do less finger and more wrist, more this. See, look. See how my hand does this? It's like try to keep the same short motion. See, do this, do your descending. This is very easy, right? It's like the fingers almost don't move, right? It's like try to keep the same size for the finger. Go ahead, try it. I like it. Now, give yourself a little bit more space on the middle finger. I think that the middle finger doesn't have space to smash it. Like, try to raise the wrist a little bit. Let me see if I can show better. What I was looking at on that video when you try to go fast is that the wrist seems to be the wrist seems to be like here. So then your middle finger doesn't have enough space to smash it. So if you are a little bit higher, you can smash it more like this. Like when you do this. So basically, what I'm saying right now, focus on playing with the tip of the finger instead. So play very close to where the nail is, and with the fingers already stretched like this. See, like let me see if I can show it on camera. So it's like this. See, they are already stretched like this. So in that way, when you do this, see, it's the same when you're doing the ascending line. This is with the tip of the finger. See, you're keeping the same level of with the tip of the finger. Yes, this idea, Joplin, this is similar to this idea of accenting every 2 notes. It's really focusing on, here we're focusing on that wrist motion, and every time you do this, you're accentuating one or the other. So you can either do this and accentuate the index, or you can do and accentuate the middle. Now, there are 2 ways of doing this. One is with the wrist, and the other one is like this. You can also do this. You can do this. But now the thing is, this one is not as useful to change the string. Well, when you're doing this one, it's fine, you can do that. If you're changing the string with the middle, you can do that. Also, if you're doing like, you can do this. So you can do this smashing like this, middle index like this, or you can do smashing like this. So this is the same idea, ta 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 ta, or ta 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 ta. I do both. So it's ta 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 ta. So I do this. This is what I practice. Look, I do this with the 2 fingers, with the index and middle finger together. I'm doing this wrist motion. I also do this with a ring finger, which I recommend that you also do to practice, because I realized you, like me, feel more power on the ring finger. Like if you go for it, or with a ring finger, you feel more power, don't you? Try to go for it with a ring finger. Do this. I try to. Now here's the thing. The same recommendation. Try to see, you are too close here, so your finger doesn't have a space. So give your finger a little bit more space by getting the wrist a little bit more out, and then try again. Yes. Now with the ring finger, try to smash it straight, like let me see if I can, like this. Like straight, like. Like this, like straight, like bam, 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 like this. Exactly. So the index, have the index also more stretched like this. So try to play with more with the tip of the nail. Yes, exactly. So now do like 4 notes. Do this, for example. See what I did? I accelerated my index middle finger faster than what I can do it if I just do this. Look, I kind of don't have the same power as with index and ring finger. So what I do is this, and to see how it accelerates. So I start ta 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 ta. And the other thing that happens is that I start doing this motion that I'm telling you. This motion that I'm telling you to ascend, I'm start doing this. Look, when I try to go for it, and this is something that happened on that video I showed. That's from 9 months ago. Like the first video where I started talking about 200 BPM, I do this, and it was exactly the same motion. So now when you practice this, see how it goes faster? My index middle finger go faster because I keep the inertia, and also the same kind of attack, basically. So try that. Try that. That's very good. Smash it, smash it. Bad sound, like smash it. Smash it like. See, smash it like. Go ahead. Yeah, that's good. That looks very good. That looks very good. Now let's keep going on this idea. Now, when you go ascending, go more to the tip of the finger. Go ahead. See, but the difference is, I think you wanna go in. See what's happening. I think you're going like this a little bit. So try to stretch the finger so you don't have the chance to do that. So go like, see, like this. See, it just goes this. No. So the thing is, when you let me get my camera bigger. The thing is, I have that watermark in the middle. Let me get my. Okay, just deal with that watermark. So, the thing is, let me get this a little bit farther away. A little bit more. So, the thing is, you want to, when you do this, you want to have a space so this doesn't happen. See, what happens is your hand is like this, so you don't have enough space, so you're doing some of this, right? So if you don't have if you have a space, your finger just goes this way. Go ahead. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So because you didn't have enough space, your finger is also going a little bit up. That's reducing your speed. When you're doing this, your finger was like going also a little bit this way. Go ahead, try now. That's better. That's better already.
Yes.
That's better already. No, you are going back again to getting it closer. So basically, this knuckle, keep it a little bit higher for you to keep doing this in the one direction. So you don't have to do any of this. See? And the other thing is try to do that point of contact closer to the more superficial, more shallow, basically, more superficial. So don't enter that much. Don't enter that much. Try it more superficial. See if that helps you. Try to do it as shallow as when you do this. So when you do this, you're very shallow. Aha, exactly. Exactly. Now let's try some pentatonic. Let's try this. Let's try this again. But remember this, like this. Don't move the finger, move the wrist. And don't do it even with power, do it like this. Like shallow. Very shallow. Go ahead. No. Don't do this. It's like this. Exactly. Do that. Do this like that. Bam, bam, bam. Then. But again, give yourself a little bit more space so you don't do a little bit of in this way. So you just go this way. This thing starts to click when you start to feel that the wrist is the one aiming for the next string. So this motion here, try try now to do it a little bit more subtle like this. Let's do this. Don't even worry about playing those two notes. Do it very sloppy like this. And actually do it even up and down like this. Even sloppy like this. Exactly. Now your motion is a little bit sideways. Do it more like wrist. Like this. Yes. Go ahead. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that was perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, exactly. That's the one. Yeah. So I think you got it already. So the purpose was to show you that motion. You got it. Let's do something different. Let's see. We have another question here. Isn't this? Oh no, I already read this. So now let's jump and do a little bit of this to see how it feels for you. Have you practiced the chromatic with the tone corrected fingering? Because this is very related with this idea of when we're doing this. This is this. Do this fast. Exactly. And then Perfect. Now go to the next one. And now here. Perfect. Now this one. Perfect. Now when you start ascending, is this. See, look. See, this. Let's work on that. So when you do index, then do these two together. Then you release the index on the ring finger. So it's like this. So do this. These two keep them resting both. Keep both resting. Exactly. Do this. It's the same idea as with these two that I was telling you. Keep both resting. These two resting. this. Play these two fingers at the same time. Do this. No, the ring in the middle at the same time. Do this. There you go. Boom. Now when you do this too, do like this, do like a smashing down the guitar. Exactly. Now do index and yes, exactly. Now do this. Now you just have to separate them a little bit. So don't be afraid of lifting that index finger. It's okay. These two are here, and then you lift the index and you go again. Now try this. This is when I start helping myself with this kind of motion. I do like at the beginning. It's like a free motion that the finger doesn't have to push. So when I start, I do like. See? It happens automatically. I don't even think about it. So yeah, it's this kind of practice of doing this. You're gonna see that once you start doing this, you start associating this. You're gonna. So now let's do it now. Let's do it. No, separate this. Separate this and then. Aha, and then. Yes. Yes, and then. Again, my fingers don't move faster than yours. What I am doing is this. See, this is really this. I'm doing. That's why it looks fast. That I am utilizing this. It's not that I can do this at that speed. I cannot. This is what I want you to see. When I do this, it doesn't mean that I can do this at that speed. So basically, when you cannot do it as fast as me, it's because you are not doing this. You're actually doing harder. I cannot do it at that speed, but I cannot do it. I'll try. I cannot, but if I do this, see how fast I can? It's like. Go ahead, go for it, try. There you go, that's it. That's it. You're getting that reaction. See, it's a matter of reaction. You cannot feel that if you do this. You cannot. So you have to. And now when you do this, do that. That middle. No, the middle finger isn't this way. It's like it plays in this direction to lower a little bit, but just subtle, like. Now for the turning point, let's practice the turning point a little bit. This let's do this. I'm sorry, you don't see the left hand. Let's do this. With index, ring, index, ring, index, ring. Now let's do like this. So the exercise is no, but keep the index and the ring finger like this. Like you keep it until you play the next one, very heavily, and then. So the idea is when you're doing this, it feels like index, ring, index, ring. Go for it. So do this. Try this. Rest the ring finger more heavy. The ring finger rested heavier. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Do you feel this? Do you feel this? Like when you're going this way, it's like this idea. Like when you're going this way, it's this. See? And when you're going this way, it's this way. It's like this gesture, this gesture. It's like doing the arpeggio, circular arpeggio. You wanna feel that riffing? That's good enough. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's exactly what we're talking about. Okay, so now let's try this. The turning point. Let's try. Perfect, perfect. Now, perfect. That was perfect. Now look at it this way. When you start this, you're actually doing this gesture. So you're doing. So it's. So it's one. It's 1, 2, 3. The 1, 2, it looks like it's floating. So the 1, 2 needs to be like this. Remember, it's not this. It's not this. It's this. And then this. And then that's what it is. Yes. Yes. Now, wait more in between, but do it faster like this. Perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Now let's keep going. Now let's do it slowly to just some repetition. Let's do it slowly. Let's do it together. Let's do it fluently, like E. No, the thing is when I'm speaking, your voice doesn't work because of the themes that we are using. But that's fine. But let's do it together. If it's out of sync, that's fine. E. Okay, go, keep going, keep going. Now, let's do it more fluidly, like this. Not running, but more like if it was one gesture, like with not a lot of power, like. Perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Now let's do the ascending. Now for the ascending, remember, like try like this. That's the one you're not doing like this direction. So the ascending, you are doing it like this. So you want to think about it this way. When you are doing the descending, you're doing this kind of gesture, which doesn't move the wrist, which you do. But when you're doing this one, you want to do this kind of gesture. So for index middle, you want to do this, and for middle index, you want to do this. It's not that it's not gonna work if you don't move it, but I think it's just easier to. So this is not to increase your speed; it's to making it feel easier. Like more. Like I feel like when I start, especially at the beginning, which is easy, is harder to start. When I do this, it's like a free. See, this is a free, fast 2 notes that I have, and then in this gesture. See, this is very easy to start fast. See, so if I don't do that, then it's harder because I have to move the fingers. But if I do this, I don't have to move the fingers. The practice slowly and fluently. Go ahead. No, you're not doing it. Now try to get the wrist a little bit more out. So I think what's happening on those ascending scales is you don't wanna do any of this. You wanna be more like, so give a little bit more wrist out, so you don't have space for a little bit more out. Exactly. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Yes, exactly. You see, when you don't have that space, you cannot do that. See, you don't have. See, when you're too close, you don't have a space to let the fingers go this way. Exactly. That's perfect. That's what I'm doing. You realize that is fast without you having to move the fingers fast.
Yes.
You see that when I do this fast, like, it's not because my fingers are moving. I'm just doing this. See, it's like This
Yeah,
kind of this kind of easy things. See, like
yeah, I feel that, but I have to practice more. But I feel it easier.
yeah, yeah. You because the thing is, you are doing it sometimes. Sometimes you're not doing it. So you are in this process of going in and out. But you already got it. Do you have any questions? Like anything else you've been wanting
Yeah,
to?
I have a question about I don't know the sound of my eight finger when I do, for example, I and I and A scales. I don't know if this is my nail shape
No, no.
or the
What
sound.
happens? No, what happens is the problem with the tone. What I have explained with the tone corrected, because see that. Let me get my camera farther away. So see what happens is this. I'll show you. So what happens is when you are here, this sounds too sweet, and when you go here, it sounds too metallic. That's what happens. So it doesn't have anything to do with your nail. Now, if you do the opposite, if you do this, that's gonna sound good. So when you alternate index and middle finger, sometimes you do one that sounds good because you're doing this, and sometimes you're gonna do the opposite. That's what happens. So I recommend you to mitigate that a little bit. When you do scales that have two notes on the second string, start with a ring. So for this one, you will start here. Like, let me get myself closer again. Actually, let me do this. Give me a second. It's just a matter of the fingering you're using. So I'm gonna give you a recommendation to. It's gonna sound better if you start with the ring finger for this scale, because you are going to do ring index on the third string where you have two notes. So you start ring. So you start ring finger for these scales that have two notes on the third string, and you start index for the scales that have two notes on the second string.
Okay.
Go ahead, do it.
Yeah, but when I do the string change, the sound quality is not like when I do A and M. Like,
I see what you're saying. The thing is, the quality of the sound of the meeting is too low for me to hear the difference on the tone. But I see what you're saying. Like when you have the finger resting already, when you do this, what happens is the finger is too deep. So that's where
oh,
so if you have the finger more shallow, you're gonna hit that straight with a nail. The bad sound happens when you have the finger too deep, and then this happens like this, like this. But
yeah,
you
yeah,
but if you have the finger shallow, you're gonna hit it straight with a nail. It's gonna sound perfect. See?
yes, yes.
So you wanna be more shallow. You can increase the power, but you stay. So the point of contact, you wanna keep it close to the nail, so it always sounds clear with the nail.
Okay.
But then do the fingering where you have always, when you have the two notes per string, you would do ring index or middle index. So you would start middle index here too. Or you can do the tone corrected, and then it's gonna sound better. So practice the tone corrected scales too, like this. Once you do the chromatic, this tone corrected ones are gonna be a lot easier. Like if you can do 160 chromatic, you can do tone corrected 200, no issue. Because it's just a lot easier. It's just three notes per string is like doing this. So it flies, it really goes fast. But man, you're doing incredible. You play like, again, I was at your point 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So you can do exactly what I can do, and even better maybe. So I don't think I have more dexterity than you at all. I've just been doing this, following this approach for longer. Um, you're just playing incredible already. So I'm looking forward to see your progress. Do you have any other questions? Anything else you've been working on, or anything you want to share? Before we finish.
Well, well, yeah, well, I have been also exploring the idea of using like the pinky in the right hand,
Hmm.
and just for developing my right hand strength and coordination overall. And it's really useful also to include the pinky in my routine, because when I use the pinky, like for example, just simple scale, like of course I don't play very fast, but using pinky and a finger, and
Yeah,
then
that's
when
very
I
good.
do that for 5 minutes, I come back to the IMM finger and I feel like more relaxed.
Yes, because see, and I do that too. Look, this is very important. It's like, think about this: if you're gonna practice baseball, you're gonna swing from the same right hand or left hand. After you do 100 swings, your back starts hurting and you start feeling uncomfortable. So as a workout, the ideal is to always do something symmetric. You go to the gym, you learn that very quickly. You cannot just go and do your right hand only, because you start feeling uncomfortable. So even for beginners, I recommend, when they are learning the bar, playing bar chords is hard at the beginning when you're teaching a kid or something. I recommend them to practice the bar with the other fingers too, even if it doesn't sound, just to get the effort. So, because if you start doing bar, 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 after 10 minutes, your index starts hurting. But if you do a little bit of this and a little bit of this and this and this, then you can keep working on it for a longer period of time. So, for example, I train tennis. I did that with the serve. I go and practice, do five, 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 five. Am I gonna play left-handed when I play? No, of course not. But that allows me to practice serving as long as I want. But if I only do it with one hand, after I do 30, 40, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. So that is very, very important to understand with the hands, that you cannot just practice index middle finger all day. Uh, it's not gonna make it. It's not gonna feel great, and you see that when you start doing ring, pinky. Even if you just do it like this, do something, do strumming or something to just take the load of the index middle. It definitely helps. But for four fingers, I have to practice that too. But I recommend that you do practice the chromatics. So just do like the chromatic scale. You can do even the
Uh,
like this, for example, like that.
uh,
Like this, similar to the Javier Condi exercise.
yeah.
So you do like, you can do that similar to the Javier Conde. So that's something that I'm practicing. And actually, I think with the pinky we can play. We're gonna be able to play faster when we do rest strokes with the pinky. So I will practice that also. So yeah, it's a great idea. Go for it. The thing is, do keep in mind that when you're practicing with the pinky, now you have your hand more close. So when you do ring, now you can be more like this, and when you go index middle, you can be more like this. And I was actually asking you to be more like this. So you don't want to stay here, because then you're gonna have an advantage when you go index middle finger like this. You don't want to stay like this.
So usually it's better or more or to have the wrist a bit high.
No, it's not better to have the wrist bent. It's better to keep it straight. But the problem is, when you keep it straight, you want to make sure that you're not you're not getting the fingers like, It's like when you show how to play arpeggios, don't you tell the the kid or whoever is learning, don't you tell them to go with the fingers to the inside of the hand like this? So how do you do that? So if the kid has the hand like this, they cannot go to the inside of the hand. They start doing this. See? So it is better for the wrist to be straight. There's no question about that. But you need some space. You need some space for the fingers to go this way. Now Paco had the wrist straight, but his fingers, they were going smashing in one direction. It was not going like out like that. Now going out is not totally wrong. I have seen people play like that very well, even arpeggios. The other day I saw. Let's watch this clip from Jose Feliciano. You know Jose Feliciano?
Yeah, I do.
So let's watch it without audio, just we don't get copyright or something like that. Because this is interesting. So Jose Feliciano. So you know he cannot see, right? So he learned. I mean, who knows how he learned? who taught him how to play? That's like the ultimate self-taught. You cannot even learn from.
I'd like to play this next selection for a new friend, somebody I guess.
Let me mute. Make sure not sound. So we can see here. Can you see the? Can you see the video? Play. Look at the motion he's doing for the arpeggios. He's doing what in the school they teach you to not do. That doesn't work, and it actually works. And it's a perfect technique. Perfect technique for the right hand, for everything he's doing. Especially, the scales are amazing, and the arpeggios are also working incredible. So we never want to be dogmatic. Like, look at what he's doing with the arpeggios, and it works flawlessly. You can go and check out that video from Jose Feliciano, Malagueña. He plays incredibly well. Perfect. Look at that technique for the rest strokes. That's better than me. I have to learn and see what is he doing. I think he's doing the middle index gesture, middle index, smashing middle index down. But yeah, the thing is, you can never say, oh, this is wrong, or never do it like this or something. But in this case, I realize when you are doing it, I think it's not helping you. So I would recommend you to try with the wrist bent, but try the way you were doing it. Just try to see when you are doing it the descending scale, no problem, because it was shallow. Right, it was shallow. It was like this. But now when you go ascending, you have to do a bigger motion. You don't have enough space for that bigger motion, and you were not using the wrist either. So my recommendation was, okay, well, have a little bit more space so you don't do any of this, and use the wrist a little bit to maybe help you change the strings. You see that? So, do you have anything? I mean, in the chat, do you guys have any questions before we finish the stream? Is there anything else you want to share, or anything to add before we finish? Can you hear me, Ernan? Oh, I cannot hear you anymore. Maybe you mute yourself. I think you might have muted yourself. Oh no, wait, let me see. Yeah, it's on my settings here. Something happened. Let me change here the. Okay, now I should be. Go ahead.
Hey.
Yeah, I can hear it now. I can hear it now.
Okay.
So, do you have anything else to add, or any other,
Yeah. A quick question. And how about practicing scales without the thumb resting?
Yeah. Yeah, I do recommend you do that, because it's gonna make it a lot more likely for you to rest on the strings. Like, I mean, Like when you don't have the support of the thumb, you're gonna press more heavily. It's gonna improve your sound. Let's see if I can show that. It's gonna. I do recommend it to practice like that a lot because you're gonna be more heavy on the rest, and also you need to have the thumb ready sometimes for to play. So you should also practice like with the thumb on the fifth, on the fourth, and you will also find that when you have the thumb closer to the index moves better, faster. It's actually harder to have the thumb here and move the index. The index, it moves easier like this. That is a problem that you solve when you get the wrist out a little bit more. When you're more like this, the hand is more open, so it makes it harder for the index to move. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that happens to me. When
Yeah,
I play
happens.
the first, I feel that I have to reach my fingers. I have to stretch my fingers, and it doesn't feel as easy in the first string than when I
Yeah,
play
it
for
feels
second.
easier later. Yeah, and that's because you have the hand closer like this. That was happening to
Yeah,
me a lot when I started because I had a position like you, and then I started, you know, getting the thumb a little bit closer by getting the wrist a little bit out and getting the fingers more like this rather than like this. So that was
yeah,
happening to me too. I was feeling like the index doesn't move as fast, and now when I had
yes.
the thumb here, I was feeling like, oh, now it moves easier than here. So what you have to do is you have to reduce that distance a little bit.
Okay.
So be aware of that and try, you know, until you find your sweet spot. Ultimately,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. So yeah, but I think, man, you're doing incredible. You're doing incredible, and I appreciate your support too. Uh,
Well, thank
I
you.
was I was honestly very happy, very impressed when I saw your video. I mean, like, man, you're playing like me, and like again, if I see you, you know, 6 months ago, I would be learning from you. Like, how are you doing that so easy? Because those descending scales, especially, they look like a piece of cake, and you're playing very fast, um, very very easily, very consistently. I was not able to do that before I started, you know, getting into this. So hopefully we can keep, you know, growing together, and hopefully more
Yeah.
people can find the videos and you know, just break through. And again,
Yeah.
I have to make it clear. I think we are all self-taught, really. Yes, you're going to school and learning from others is very important and very useful, but we never want to be dogmatic. um, like again, I would teach anyone, for the arpeggios you want to do this and go to the palm of the hand, but then you show me, you know, Feliciano playing, he's doing the total opposite, but it looks perfect, the motion looks perfect. So I think we have to learn how to identify when something is working, when something looks technically sound, and never restrict motions. See, this idea that I have, you know, heard from many great players and professors, make sure that you don't do any extra motions. That is like the killer of experimentation, you know. Like, how do you know? Like, you have to try motions and you have to exaggerate motions. Look, we spend 1 hour just trying to do a huge motion here, uh, because that kind of experimentation is what takes you to find the tricks. And when you see the tricks working, if I don't explain you what's happening, you might think that my fingers move faster. My fingers will move faster than yours. I'm just doing some tricks to overcome the limitations. So talent exists. Absolutely. I'm sure Paco, when he was a kid, he did index middle finger super fast, you know, very quickly without too much practice. Talent definitely exists, but I think that the standards we have for the classical guitar when it comes to virtuosity are way too low, way too low. And for me, it is really sad to see great musicians that play incredible music and you go to a concert and you enjoy the concert and it's just amazing, and they cannot do a simple scale. That's embarrassing because the pianists don't have that issue, violinists don't have that issue. So why we have that issue on the guitar? See, I shouldn't be a better guitarist than anyone because I can play a scale at 160 BPM. That's nothing. For a pianist, what is that? That's nothing. That's easy. So I think we have to raise our standards a lot more. And this idea that, oh, for the majority of the repertoire, I only need to play 150, 160 or something like that. Who cares what the majority of the repertoire is doing? Look at the flamenco guitars, what they do. And it doesn't mean you want to play fast all the time, but you realize that when you can do it faster and easier, now you have more confidence. Now, for example, if you have to perform right now the Villalobos 7, how do you feel about that versus a year ago? Night and day.
Yeah, night and day.
So we definitely want to be able to play a lot faster and easier. So that's why I do this. It's not because I want to show that I am the fastest guitarist ever, because I'm not. I have friends like like my age that study in Cuba like me, that they have a lot faster fingers than me, a lot faster. Like I have a friend that he's just a beast. Like I have never seen anyone who has won the GFA who has more fingers than him, and there are talent exists. So I know I'm not gonna be the fastest. There's always someone's gonna be faster than you, but that's not the goal. The goal is to find the best technique, so you don't have to worry about it. You just focus on whatever you want to play. So
yeah.
So yeah, Hernan, thank you very much, man, for sharing your testimony and your progress with everyone. I think this is. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the videos that help you, find your way. And I might show this one day to some of those schools that I have been applying at the beginning. Not anymore. I have my good job and all of that. But initially here in the U.S., I was applying to be a professor at some conservatories here. They would not accept me. They would not even consider the idea of me being a professor at a conservatory, not even to teach kids, simply because I don't have a paper that says that I know how to play the guitar. Now, they never test if you are actually a good teacher or if you play well. They only ask you for papers. And actually, the person that interviews you doesn't play the guitar. He knows nothing about guitar teaching or anything. So it's really sad that no matter what I do, no matter how good I am or whatever I become, they would never accept me on any conservatory here to teach anyone. And that's crazy. It's crazy because, especially on the guitar, all that should matter is if you can do it. Can you play? Can you teach? How good you are? And that's just not even part of the conversation.
Yeah, that should be the only thing that matters. How do you play guitar?
So I might show this video one day to one of them. Look, this is a great guitarist with a master's degree, and we are here, learning and growing together. And why not?
Yeah, and thank you. And this was my progress was because of you and your content. And please keep posting. And why don't you create like a patron site, post more content?
I do have a coffee, but for the other channel, because I have a channel about tech and computer stuff and all that.
Oh.
Yeah, I might do something like that. I've been making some videos members only, not to lock the content behind a paywall, but because some of the videos are not getting enough views. So when that happens, the YouTube algorithm just kills the channel, I think. So I was trying to make them members only to see if that's like, okay, this one doesn't count. Let's try again. But I'm always going to share everything that I have shared. I would just repeat it again and just summarize. And I'm never going to not share something because it's too good or something. I will share. But yeah, I'll think about that. Patreon. I appreciate your support, man. So yeah, thank you very much, man. I think you're a great guitarist already. Many years ago, you have a you play more pieces and more music than me, most likely. I don't have a lot of experience, but I'm trying to get ready to go to some competitions if I can next year. Um, I have not participated on any competitions since I'm here in the U.S. for the past 6 years because I've been busy with different things. But I want to go at least to a competition to see what happens, and yeah, let's see what happens. That's why I'm not advertising on the channel for everyone. Hey, I'm trying to get students. But if I was, this would be my best advertisement to show your video before and after. Oh, it's great. So yeah, that's very very encouraging. I hope more people see this and see your progress and your testimony. And maybe this was not the most entertaining live stream because we just spent 1 hour and learning one motion, but that's what it takes. That's the real thing. And I think you got it. It's just one of those things. It's a very very complicated motion, but you got it. You just have to go over it, and it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much everyone for showing up. Let me know your comments after we finish the stream if you have any questions, and thank you Ernan for being here and for sharing this space. Anything else before we finish?
Oh, thank you. It was my pleasure.
I'm sorry. So we got one question before we finish. How is it going? I just got here. How do I get fast? We spent 2 hours on that. So yeah, check out the live stream. We share a bunch of tips. So yeah, I'll keep doing live streams and videos. So don't worry about it. So yeah, thank you everyone. You guys have a good one.